Hello there, Steve-Os. Welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Weekly Vlog. Firstly, are you okay? I hope so. It feels very strange walking along this backfield on this Monday morning without my dog Buddy. But it also feels very weird that I'm also walking along this backfield on this Monday morning, heading off to go for a Toby Carvery breakfast. I've decided to take a long route round to the Toby Carvery, decided to walk along the backfield on this Monday morning. The cloud is very heavy, there's no sun just yet, and I feel very troubled and let down by the fact that I'm not going to the Toby Carvery on Friday morning. Instead, I'm doing it on a Monday morning. No, I'm joking. But no, seriously, I am actually going to the Toby Carvery on this Monday morning. I've decided to take a long route round to the Toby Carvery because, well, I just decided to go for a walk. I am going to be going for a walk a little bit later on this morning as well, and I am going to be vlogging it, and it is going to be in a montage for you to see in a few moments time. But firstly though, let's have a look at my breakfast this morning at the Toby Carvery. Starting off my breakfast this morning with a cup of tea, and I've also got some toast which I'm going to butter with some butter. And for my main breakfast at the Toby Carvery at Cooperdene in Bournemouth, I've got some tomatoes, some bacon, some mushrooms, some baked beans, some sausages, some hash browns, and some egg as well. And didn't that look like a lovely breakfast? I can confirm it was fantastic and it was fabulous. And you know what, guys? That's Mondays done just right. Anyway, on my way to Christchurch now, I've decided I'm going to go for a walk along St Catherine's Hill. I'm not really too sure if I'm going to have enough time to go back and maybe film a little bit of fruit meal. I'm not too sure, but without further ado, let's take a look at this montage. that is St Catherine's Hill for you. I must admit that after filming that last bit of the video there, I I ended up getting a bit lost, to be honest. I was like trying to work out like a way of getting out of a certain area, and I just got myself lost. And I was like literally like trying to find, I heard some gunshots. Obviously they've got the gun club there. What a name, gun club. The Christchurch Gun Club. Yeah, what club are you from? The Gun Club. Oh, brilliant. But I heard some gunshots obviously coming from the gun club, so I was like, you know what, just follow, just listen to the sound of the gunshots and just keep following that direction of the sound. It will get me back. And luckily it got me back. Anyway, so yeah, so I had a lot of fun filming there at St Catherine's Hill. In terms of Throopmere, I said it earlier in the video, I'm not really too sure if I'm going to get time to go there today. To be quite honest with you, I'm feeling quite knackered. I'm really thirsty, so I'm going to go off now to Tesco and get a drink, which is literally about a 5-minute walk from here now. And then after that, I'm going to go to Castle Point because, well, firstly, I am going to be getting Damon some birthday presents because it's his birthday on Sunday this weekend. Now, because this weekend is Father's Day, I don't think I'm going to be meeting up with Damon and Kim on Sunday because Kim's got plans with her family celebrating Father's Day, which is understandable, of course. But me and Kim are meeting up tomorrow to plan what we're going to do for Damon's birthday, which we're going to celebrate next week. So it might be the day after his birthday, which is Monday, is when we might go out and celebrate his birthday, or we might go out and celebrate his birthday maybe the first half of next week, because like I say, his birthday's on Sunday. He has got birthday plans with his family, which I think is really nice, to be honest. I'm sure he'll talk about it a little bit later on in the weekly vlog. And yeah, so we'll plan something for his birthday, but I'm going to go to Castle Point and get him some birthday presents for next week. I should have brought my sunshades with me because it is absolutely sunny and there's not a single cloud in the sky right now. I don't know why I didn't bring my sunshades with me, but partially because it might have been because it was cloudy. And then once I've gone to Castle Point to get Damon his birthday presents for next week, I'm also going to go into my local pharmacy and see if my medication is in, because I ran out of medication on Thursday and I can't stop taking the medication that I'm on, so it needs to be on like a repeat. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and see if my medication is at the pharmacy. If not, they're gonna have to do an emergency request and for me to pick it up on Wednesday. And I'm back home. Can I just say, right, while I was out, I went to Castle Point, but obviously I stopped off at Tesco. I got myself a bottle of Coke. I drank all that by the time I got to the backfield. Literally, I was so thirsty. And then I went off to Castle Point for a little bit, and I looked around Castle Point, and then I had to go off to my doctor's because there's been, once again, more issues with my medication. So annoying. It really is annoying. But anyway, so I've gone to my doctor's. Hopefully my medication will be in at my pharmacy a little bit later on this week. I hope and pray, because if not, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my temper. I'm just gonna lose my temper. Literally, really, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna tear the last strands of my hair out. Okay? I'm not kidding, by the way. I'm actually going bald. Okay? I'm actually going bald. I don't know if you can tell, but I have noticed that I am starting to bald. So maybe it's because I'm dealing with a lot of stress. Who knows? But anyway, and then after I went to the doctor's, once again I was thirsty, so I picked myself up a bottle of Volvic water. And can I just say that this is my second bottle that I have just made since I got home. Well, not since I got home. Basically, I brought this from the shop. I drank all of this that I brought from the shop, and then when I got home from Castle Point, I then filled this back up. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Anyway, so yeah, so I've done that, and I have also been shopping to get Damon some birthday presents for next week. Am I going to show you what they are in this week's weekly vlog? No. Because I will be uploading this video before I see Damon to give him his birthday presents next week. So you guys will find out next week, because I'll vlog Damon opening his presents from me, okay? But yeah, you guys will see it at the same time he sees it, okay? In next week's weekly vlog. Well, technically you'll see it after he sees it, because when he sees it, that'll be when I record the vlog, so technically it'll be after he sees it. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on from that anyway, because otherwise things are just going to get complicated and it's just going to get weird. Do you want to know something? There's one thing I forgot to do this morning, which I'm going to do right now. I forgot to take my morning medication, speaking of medication. So I'm being very forgetful today. So I'm going to take my morning medication now, even though it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'll take it now, it's fine. And then for the rest of the afternoon, I'm just going to chill out, relax, and probably watch some TV shows and stuff on my tablet. And you know what? I'm going to reveal to you guys what I'm watching throughout this afternoon. So let's have a look and find out what I'm watching throughout the afternoon. Right, before I reveal what I'm watching this afternoon, this is my watch list, right, on Netflix. So, yes, I'm watching Love is Blind on Netflix, okay? I'm currently on Series 3, Episode 12. But you will see next to it that the movie Run is next to it. Now, I watched this movie about 3 weeks ago-ish, maybe, right? But I've watched other movies since. Now, that movie, up until last night, was not on my continued watching tab, okay? Now, when I looked last night, it was exactly at the beginning timestamp, shall we say, right? When I then looked a little bit later on last night, after watching an episode of Love is Blind, I then looked, and it looked like the movie had gone right up to the very end. So, I don't know why this movie is there in my watch list or in my continued watching list, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be there. It should be gone. The only thing that should be there is Love is Blind, because that's the only thing I've been watching on Netflix. I think if I tap on this, I can actually remove from rote. Yes, I can remove it. There we go. Remove this title from continue. Yes. There we go. Bye-bye. All gone. I don't think I've mentioned this to you guys, but a few weeks ago I got Now TV. Now, the reason why I got Now TV is because, first of all, the Fast and Furious movies were on Now TV. Well, most of them was. Apart from 8 and 9, but Fast and Furious 9 I could watch on Netflix. It was only Fast and Furious 8 that I had to rent. Anyway, so I watched the Fast and Furious franchise through Now TV, and there is also some other shows on Now TV that interested me, that made me want to get Now TV, because all these episodes of these shows are on there, and I thought, you know what, I might as well take a subscription out with Now TV. I've got an offer with them for the next 6 months, so between now and November, I'm paying a certain price per month for both the entertainment and movie package before I have to pay separately for them, if that makes any sense to you guys. But anyway, I have got Now TV for now, no pun intended there, until November. So I thought I'd start watching some of the shows that I've wanted to watch on Now TV for a while. So I'm starting, when it decides to come back up, I'm starting with this show here that's on Sky Comedy called Barry. What a weird name for a show, just Barry. You know, can they just do a show called Steve? Like, literally, just do a show about me and just call it Steve. You know, Steve. You know, and then do one about Dave. Oh wait, no, there is a show called Dave. There is actually a show called Dave. It's on Disney Plus. I will watch that actually as well. Just watch Dave, 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 Dave. Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, one of my Twitter followers always talks about this show, and they absolutely love this show so much. They fell in love with it instantly, apparently. So I thought, you know what? Let's give this show a watch today. So I'm starting off with Season 1, Episode 1 of Barry from Sky Comedy right now on Now TV on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Staying with the Now TV app, and I'm now watching Succession on Sky Atlantic because I've heard so many people rave about this show on social media. So I thought I'd check this one out. So I'm starting off obviously with Season 1, Episode 1. I should also add that while I'm watching Succession, I'm also going to have a fruit and nut milk chocolate bar as well. And once again, sticking with Now TV on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device, and as you can see here, I'm going to watch This England on Sky Atlantic, which, by the way, is a drama series which I did want to watch last year, actually. Obviously, it was covering the COVID pandemic with Boris Johnson as our UK British Prime Minister. So I'm going to watch that right now on Now TV on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. And it's also got Kenneth Branagh in it as well. He plays Boris Johnson. You know, I actually grew up with, well, I didn't grow up, like, personally grow up with Kenneth Branagh, but he was in a lot of William Shakespeare movies back in school when we used to watch William Shakespeare stuff in English. He clearly went on to direct various other movies. I think one of his most recent movies that he directed was Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus, which recently disappeared from Disney Plus due to cost-cutting stuff. But that was a terrible movie. But I can't wait to see his performance as Boris Johnson in this TV show. Watching Phineas and Ferb on Disney Plus.
This time it's gotta be. Why isn't she
now
here?
Watching The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on Disney Plus. Now watching Gogglebox on Channel 4.
That's no reason.
I'm now just about to watch the first episode of Moral Oral on Channel 4's streaming service. Now, this is a TV show by Adult Swim, the same people behind Rick and Morty, I believe. But there's a little backstory to this, though, because my friend Kieran on Skype, for the last couple of times that me and him have Skyped together, he has told me about this show. He has recommended me to watch this show as well, because apparently it's darkly funny. So I'm going to give it a watch right now, starting off with, obviously, Series 1, Episode 1. Now watching Severance on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. For dinner tonight, I've got scrambled egg with some chips, sausage, bacon and baked beans. Let me rewind back to earlier this morning and way before I started filming this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog. So this morning, woke up, had a shower around about 7:15 this morning, and then got out of the shower, got dried, got dressed, straight away went downstairs with my washing basket and put my dirty laundry in my washing basket into the washing machine, put the washing machine on, and then obviously after that I then left, started filming this week's weekly vlog and went to the carvery, etc. You know the rest of the story because, well, quite frankly, you've just witnessed it for the last God knows how many minutes this week's weekly vlog has been going on for so far. But when I got home after being out for the morning, I did take my washing out of the washing machine and stuck it in the back garden on the washing thingy majiggy to dry. You know, on the washing line, that's it, washing line. I was forgetting my words for a minute. On the washing line to dry, because obviously it's lovely and sunny out this afternoon. And now I have just brought it in. The time is around about 9:20. I've just brought it in. It's there on my bed. So I'm going to put that stuff away now in my wardrobe and keep my work uniform out because my work uniform's in there. And obviously get all that ready for me because obviously I've got work tomorrow morning. So I have just made myself a flask of hot double chopped mocha, which I'm going to drink before I head off to bed this evening. Right, on this Monday night, I'm just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Right, I have got into my pyjamas and I've just taken my nighttime medication with my flask of double choc mocha. So all that's left for me to do now is close my curtains and head off to bed because I do have work early tomorrow morning. So good night world, see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone, it is Tuesday morning, it's just gone 5 AM and I have got myself ready for work. And I've just unlocked the front door, and as you can hear in the background slightly, I'm currently boiling the kettle and making myself a flask of tea to take with me to work on this Tuesday morning. So currently walking to work, and I've just gone past Castle Point, and as I'm walking past Castle Point there's this bank called NatWest, and I just saw a bird fly out from the tree opposite NatWest into the NatWest building. It slammed itself straight into the window of NatWest and it just flew off, and I thought that was funny because I just witnessed it all. Anyway, currently walking to work on this Tuesday morning. So I've just gotten into work and I've got about half an hour until I start my shift at work, so I'm going to listen to some music on Spotify Music on my phone, check social media and drink the rest of my flask of tea that I made at home, and then make myself another flask of tea to take with me to drink whilst I do my shift at work. Also as well, I am going to be meeting up with Kim as well today. I can't vlog too much with her because we're going to be planning Damon's birthday, because it's his birthday at the end of the week, but we're going to celebrate his birthday sometime next week with him. So I will vlog with Kim very shortly. I'll reveal what we've got to eat and stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting up with Kim though. It'll be good to have a good catch up with her, and it'll be good to plan Damon's birthday with her as well. So I'm at Wagamama's for the first time, Wagamama, and I've got a Coke. I'm joined by Kim. You went for what?
Cherry blossom lemonade, it's really good.
Yeah, it does look good actually. Nice. Literally, look at that. Look at that.
Little petals in it.
I know, petal, yeah. Wow. How are you anyway?
Good.
We've been shopping.
Yeah, I spent a bit too much.
Yeah. We've been shopping, spent too much.
No, you spent...
I've spent like 17 quid.
Oh god, well, you don't want to know how much I spent.
Spent loads.
I'm including this as well.
Yeah. But no, you're all good though? Yeah?
Yeah.
Been keeping up to much?
Just working.
Just working?
Always, yeah.
Tomorrow, it's a year since, yeah. It's a year since me and you started talking.
Oh, good friends.
Yeah.
What friends
I love how you, like the way your face just dawns.
Yeah.
It was like, what? Tomorrow's a year?
It's our 1 year friend anniversary.
Yeah, so it's actually quite nicely timed.
I don't, how do you remember things like that? I can't remember when I first became friends with people.
You know how I remember? Because a few weeks ago I searched in our conversations.
Oh.
Right, I was like, out of curiosity, when was the first time I started talking to Kim? I looked at the exact date.
Yeah.
It came up. Yeah, it came up on the messages. And I did the same with Damon as well.
What, when did you become friends with him?
About a month late, literally a month later.
Oh. So I didn't know when him became friends. We were friends for 10 years.
But yeah, literally a month later, me and Damon became friends because I told you about it. So I was like, oh, okay, now I know when I became friends with Damon. So next month it'll be mine and Damon's friendiversary. So there we go. We've got this. Is it chili squid? So it does look really.
Probably more like calamari though.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? So yeah. But I'm here with Kim, and we're trying Wagamama's. Both of us for the first time.
Should I try chopsticks? I don't know how you do it.
Kim's trying to.
I don't know how you do it.
Try the chopstick. Has she mastered it? Has she mastered it? Hey!
That's nice.
Is it? Oh, I'm going to try it now. This is what we've got at Wagamama's. Both me and Kim went for the same. Look at that. That looks ace.
Good little salad part, but I eat that part.
What's that?
Not the salad part.
You're not going to eat the salad bit? But yeah, that does look really nice though. And at Wagamama's, this is our desserts. We've both gone for the same. A coconut. What was it? A coconut?
It was passion fruit sauce.
Passion fruit sauce, that's it. Yeah. Coconut.
No, because coconut ice cream.
Oh, it's coconut ice cream.
Sprinkled with something, I can't remember what that stuff is.
Oh, but it's got passion fruit sauce though. Doesn't that look amazing? Yes, it does. Oh,
Coconut, I think.
it's nice.
That stuff. I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah.
Almonds?
Yeah, look at that. Damn. And we are at Slug and Lettuce with cocktails in the sun. Kim's there, bashing her cocktail.
I'm trying to put the ice.
Oh, trying to break up the ice.
Yeah, because there's too much ice at the top.
Yeah.
Melts it a bit.
But yeah, we both went for the same, which is botanical bombshell. So, and we also got these seeds as well, which Kim was like, "What seeds?"
Yeah, because it's seeds you grow your own garden. But
Yeah.
It's just a bit of paper. I don't know. Apparently it's edible as well, but I'm not going to try and eat them because...
Yeah.
I'm not eating them.
But yeah, so we've stopped off at Slug and Lettuce because we thought we'd have some cocktails in the sun. And with that, I am now back home. Can I just say, right, didn't Kim look really lovely today in what she was wearing? Because I honestly thought she did. She looked very, very summery, can I just say? Very summery. She did look really lovely. So, but... what I can say though is a massive thank you to Kim for meeting up with me today straight after work. I didn't vlog this, but we did also go to Costa as well, in BH2 Leisure in Bournemouth. We had a drink, had a sit down, had a bit of a catch up with one another as well, had a good laugh. Honestly, I really do enjoy spending time with Kim. It's such a laugh every time I do meet up with her, because... she does make me laugh all the time. So, but yeah, so a massive thank you to Kim, and we have planned something. I'm not giving away anything, by the way. I'm not giving. Well, firstly, because I kind of want to surprise you viewers that watch these vlogs with what me, Kim, and Damon are going to do next week in the next episode, in the next instalment of Steve's weekly vlog. But I also want to keep it a secret because, well, this video is going to be going out and Damon is probably going to watch this video before we do what we're going to do next week. So, in theory, I've got to keep it all under wraps and all secretive for the time being. All I'm going to say, though, and you know what, I'm going to mirror what I've just said to Damon, because I've just messaged him to say that I've been out with Kim and had an enjoyable time with her, etc, etc, and I said that we have planned something for him next week, and I said to him that I can't say what it is, but all I can say is it's going to be, I'm gonna be explicit here. It's going to be fucking amazing and fucking epic, okay? There we go. I don't often swear in this vlog, I know, but when it comes to things like what we're going to do next week, I mean, it's off the scale. It's off the scale, well, yeah, it's off the scale, okay? It's off the scale. It's fucking amazing and fucking epic. But, anyway, can I just say, though, massive thank you to Kim, for meeting up with me today. It's been a pleasure meeting her today because honestly I had a really enjoyable time. We had some good laughs together. I really enjoyed that cocktail in the sun. I needed that cocktail. It's been months since I last had a cocktail. I can't remember the last time I had a cocktail. I think it was back in March. So, you know, definitely needed a cocktail for sure. But I really do appreciate meeting up with Kim, and a massive thank you. Good old Disney. They love to push back movies, don't they? Disney have just, by the way, announced a slate of movies that are being pushed back, brought forward, etc, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of those films that have been delayed and brought forward, okay? Avatar 3 was the first, okay? So Avatar 3, which was originally meant to be released next year in December, is now being released in December in 2025. So that's the first update. Deadpool 3 has been moved up to May 3rd, 2024. Avengers The Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars have been delayed to May 2026 and May 2027 respectively. Fantastic Four has been delayed to May 2nd, 2025. 2 Star Wars movies, by the way, will be releasing in 2026. One will release on May 22nd and the other one will release on December 18th. So if you're a Star Wars fan like me, then get ready, because we got 2 Star Wars movies coming out in the same year. Thunderbolts has been delayed to December 20th, 2024. Captain America Brave New World, which by the way originally was meant to be coming out on May 3rd, 2024, but Deadpool 3 has now taken that place, is now going to be releasing on August 26th, 2024. Yeah, by the way, here's all the Avatar sequels that have been delayed, okay? So Avatar 3 is coming out December 19th, 2025. Avatar 4 is coming out December 21st, 2029. And then we've got Avatar 5, which is believed to be the final Avatar movie in the franchise, but who knows at that point, because, you know, 2031 is, what, 8 years away, so anything could happen between now and then. But Avatar 5 will be releasing on December 19th, 2031. Moana's remake, the live-action Moana film, has got a release date of June 27th, 2025. Blade has been delayed to February 14th, 2025, so we're getting a Marvel movie just in time for Valentine's Day, us nerds. And also as well, there's another Star Wars movie as well, which is going to be coming out on December 17th, 2027. And also as well, Fede Alvarez's Alien movie has now got a theatrical release date of August 16th, 2024. And yeah, that's it. So Disney, I don't know what you're doing. It might have something to do with the Hollywood writers' strike that's going on at the moment, which is why Disney are delaying and moving forward some of these release dates. It may also have something to do with the fact that some of these movies are still in production and they're just taking a little bit longer for it to actually to be finished or work to be completed on it and stuff. So there we go. But I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up, because some of those films, not only are they Marvel, not only are they Star Wars, not only is it Avatar and stuff, but they're quite major release dates for movies, specifically for cinema releases as well. So I thought I'd give you guys that update for you in this week's weekly vlog. I have just seen a teaser trailer for the movie Elio, which is the next Disney Pixar movie, which is coming out next year. And can I just say, it actually does look pretty decent. It looks even more decent than the upcoming Elemental movie. And the animation looks really good as well in Elio. So, yeah, I'm going to watch that film when it comes out next year. Also as well, I forgot to mention this. I'm going to mention it now. But I've been wanting to get this for a good couple of months now. And today, I was at the graphic novel section in HMV. And basically, I decided to finally pick this up. I brought the graphic novel of Avengers Secret Wars. So, yeah. Doesn't that look awesome? So, I am a proud owner of Marvel's Secret Wars graphic novel, because obviously the film comes out in 2027. I've got plenty of time to read this now, but still, I've wanted it for a very, very long time. I saw it today in HMV and I was like, you know what? Stuff it. I'll get it, because I've seen it. It's on the shelf. And I've been actually looking in HMV for the last couple of months for Secret Wars, and I've just not been able to find it anywhere. So I'm so glad and grateful that I've managed to find this copy today, and I've actually picked it up because I'm definitely going to be reading this, and I will give you guys my thoughts in the next couple of weeks in the weekly vlog, what I think of that graphic novel. But yeah, I'm so glad that I've actually picked up that graphic novel. Right now, I'm just about to catch up on today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer on my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus device. Currently watching an episode of The Simpsons on Disney Plus. Now watching Family Guy on Disney Plus. Watching American Dad on Disney Plus. For dinner tonight, I've got liver and bacon with some gravy, mixed veg and mash. Now watching The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on Disney Plus. Now watching Gogglebox on Channel 4. Currently watching Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer. I cannot believe this, but 2 years ago today, the TV channel GB News, or as I quite often like to call it, GBBs, especially on Twitter, GBBs, launched its TV channel here in the UK 2 years ago today. Can I just say, right, that there has been times where I have agreed with certain things that GB News do talk about and do debate about as well. But at the same time, there are times where there have been some wild, wacky, completely inappropriate moments on GB News, which, by the way, I'm still surprised that that TV channel is still airing here in the UK to this day. I'm still surprised that that TV channel has managed to override some of the Ofcom complaints that it's also received as well over the last 2 years, and some of their investigations as well. But I can't believe that 2 years ago today, I was sat in this room, I was on Skype to my friend Kieran, and me and him watched the launch of GB News together, and I will forever remember this day because on this day 2 years ago, sat on Skype on video call to Kieran and watching the launch of GB News, and it was just filled with tons and tons of technical issues. The weather presenter looked like he was about to go on a night out, just given the way how he was dressed in a very, very smart shirt. Honestly, it did look like he was about to do an all-nighter at a nightclub. The studio itself looked like it was just filled with lights that looked like the guests and presenters were in a nightclub themselves. And it was just filled with tons and tons of technical issues, including sound issues, and also as well, they were also going to ad breaks at random moments during certain shows as well. I remember one time, especially when I was sat on video call to Kieran and we were watching the launch of GB News together, that Nigel Farage was a guest on GB News, and one of the presenters was asking him what his thoughts was on a certain comment that former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson had made about something, and we never got his response to Boris Johnson's comments on whatever it was he was talking about at the time, and it just cut straight to an ad break. It was really, really random. Really was. Anyway, can't believe that was 2 years ago, but happy second birthday and second anniversary to GB News. And yeah, hopefully, is to many more. And whilst you're there, try your best not to get cancelled, because, you know, I still have many negative thoughts about the channel, but at the same time, I enjoy putting the channel down. I actually do. I shouldn't say that, but I actually do. I enjoy putting the channel down because sometimes I do disagree with a lot of stuff that they do talk about, but at the same time, there are moments, like I said, where I agree with some of the bits that they do talk about. So, I don't know. Is it a win-win? Maybe. Maybe. Before I head off to bed, I just want to give a massive shout out to a new subscriber of mine called Stuart Lake. Massive thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. The notification came through on my phone earlier today. And yeah, so welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to the Steve-O train. Choo choo. Anyway, now I am going to be heading off to bed because I do have work tomorrow. Tomorrow is a busy day for me because not only do I have work tomorrow, but I've also got the dentist as well because I'm having another filling done. This time it's on my third front tooth here on this side. So they're filling in that gap that is there, and it's a big gap, by the way. It's like a massive, it's a big gaping hole in my tooth. So they're going to fill that tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to them filling it. It does mean that I'm not going to be able to kind of talk for a few hours because, well, my mouth will be numb by the time they finish filling it. So that makes a change, doesn't it? Finally, some peace on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, and in this week's weekly vlog. You guys won't be able to hear from me for a few hours. It doesn't matter though, because guess what? I'm not filming for 4 hours after my appointment anyway, so it doesn't really affect you. Anyway, heading off to bed right now because I do have work tomorrow, and I've got the dentist, and I've also got to go and pick up a prescription from my local pharmacist as well tomorrow, because they texted me earlier today while I was with Kim as well and said that my prescription's finally in. Yes. Right, anyway, head off to bed. Good night, world. See you tomorrow, and let's now take a look and see what I'm up to on Wednesday's part of this week's week. Okay, it is Wednesday evening. We are halfway through this week's vlog, and we're halfway through the week as well, and I'm finally able to start talking properly now because today I went to the dentist. I'll tell you all about the dentist in a few moments time, but before I do that though, let's find out what I've got for my dinner this evening. It's a very late dinner, by the way, because it's around about 8:20 at the time recording this part of the weekly vlog on this Wednesday night. But anyway, let's go find out what I've got for dinner this evening. For dinner tonight, I've got pasta bake. Okay, so that is what I had for dinner this evening. Now, to talk about my dentist appointment that I had earlier today, and yeah, I went to the dentist this afternoon, a couple of hours after finishing work. I saw my dentist, my usual dentist as well, and she's done a bit of work on the tooth that is here. I'm pointing at it right here. I'm not going to zoom in because I'll tell you why. There's a little bit of, shall we say, there's a little bit of a cut or a bit of blood or something like that. I've just had a look on my phone, through my camera on my phone, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a little cut or bit of blood. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Anyway, so there was a bit of blood. I'm not gonna lie, my gums are pretty inflamed, but that's because of the medication that I take. That's partially the reason why my gums are quite inflamed, is because of the medication that I'm on. But in regards to that tooth though, she managed to get the filling done, which is really good. I'm glad that she was able to do the filling for me today. However though, there was some complications with doing the filling. So the tooth that's next to the one that she worked on has now, the filling on that one has come a little bit undone, and it's kind of fallen out of place. And basically she said to me there is a little hole there. She doesn't want the hole to get any bigger, so therefore she's going to be doing more work on my mouth again in the next month or so. So I have booked myself back in now for the beginning of August to have the tooth next to the one that was done today, to have that one worked on, so that she can fix that one and put that one right. And she said, don't worry, you don't need to pay extra for it, which I'm glad, because obviously it is all part of the treatment plan that I've already paid for. So yeah, so I'm really glad about that. But yeah, anyway, I had numb mouth for 4 hours, literally for the last 45 minutes before I started recording today's part of the weekly vlog. I had a bit of a numb mouth, so yeah, so well, no, my mouth went down after 4 hours, so yeah. So other than that though, not too bad. It just means I've got to go back in a few weeks time to get my other tooth fixed. So yeah, it was funny though, because before I had my tooth fixed, the filling done, I did say to the dentist that I'll try and have it done without the injection in my gum to numb the mouth. But she said because there's drilling involved and because of how sensitive my gums are and inflamed my gums are as well, she said she wanted to reduce the likeliness of me bleeding around the gums, so she had no choice but to do the injection, sadly. So there we go. But yeah, no, in all seriousness though, it weren't too bad. Glad it's done. It just means I've got to go back in about a month or so's time to get the other one done. So yeah, story time on this Thursday afternoon, because basically I was going to go to the cinema today to go and watch the Flash movie, but here's the reason why I didn't go. So I went to Castle Point. I went and got my medication because my medication's running low. And I also stopped off at Sainsbury's to go and get something to eat for the cinema. So I thought, you know what, I'll go to Sainsbury's, I'll get a meal deal in Sainsbury's, and then I'll pop to the chemist, I'll get my medication, and then that's it. Okay, so I went to Sainsbury's, got my meal deal, and then I went to the checkouts, the self-service checkouts, and stood right next to me on the self-service checkouts, believe it or not, was an old friend of mine, somebody who I've not spoken to for the last couple of years, and we had a really good catch up. You guys may remember her, long-time viewers will definitely remember her as Kirsty. Obviously we were friends, but yeah, we stopped speaking, but we did see each other in Sainsbury's. We stood outside Sainsbury's for a good half hour, and yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll have a good catch up with her and see how things have been for her for the last couple of years. And then all of a sudden we then ended up walking up towards where she lives, and we were still talking, and then yeah, and then after that, you know, I said it was really good to speak to her again. I said, listen, if you ever do want to meet up with me again and, you know, maybe go for a drink or something like that, I'm only a message away, so you're more than welcome to message me and we can hang out. So that's how I've left things. So it's totally up to her. If she does want to meet me, I'm more than happy to meet her and stuff. But we were speaking for such a long time that I didn't, I basically, put it this way, I went and got my meal deal, didn't get my prescription that I needed to go and get, so therefore I then had to go all the way back to Castle Point to go and get my medication, and then basically come back home again. And by the time I'd done that, it was literally the time that I was going to go and watch the film, because the film started at 10 to 1 and I got back here at 1:45. So therefore I've missed my showing, and quite frankly I'm not going to go out anymore today because A, it's hot, B, it's going to be a bit late for me to go and watch the film, because I'm also doing cooking this evening as well for me and my mum, and I'm also having a video call with Kieran as well. So I've decided that I'm going to hold off watching The Flash today, and instead I'm going to watch it on Sunday this weekend, okay, so that yeah, so, and I'll give you my thoughts on Sunday in regards to The Flash. Once I've seen it, I'll let you know my thoughts and opinions on it before we wrap up this week's weekly vlog. But what I can say though is it was really, really lovely to catch up with Kirsty. It's nice to know that she is doing really well and stuff, and I've kind of left it open to her as to whether she wants to meet up with me again, and you know, we can hang out, and even if she wants to, we go to the cinema together and watch films and stuff, because I found out she's still into Marvel. She said to me that she's really looking forward to Secret Invasion, which is coming out on Wednesday the 21st of June, and she said she's also looking forward to watching Loki as well later this year. So, and I said, yeah, I'm the same. I'm really looking forward to it. She said that she needed to go. She was going to go to the cinema and watch Transformers and the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse film as well. So, all in all, though, she seems to be doing really, really well, and I'm really glad that she is doing well. And like I say, I've left it open-ended. So, if she does want to meet me, she's more than welcome to meet me. Alright, so I might as well show you guys what I did get from Sainsbury's, because, I mean, this is now technically going to be my lunch. So for my lunch today, I've got a brie, bacon and chili chutney sandwich. This to me sounded really nice, sounded really appetizing as well when I saw it on the shelf. So I'm going to have that for my lunch. And I also got some paprika flavoured Walker's Max, because it's been a while since I last had these packets of crisps, so I'm going to have that as well. And I also got myself a Diet Coke. Now the funny thing is I didn't just pick myself up one bottle of Diet Coke, but I picked myself up another bottle of Diet Coke as well, because I was going to have the other one at the cinema or when I got back home from the cinema. So I did pick them up. And finally, I also picked up these as well, because I bloody love 12s. I seem to be addicted to 12s at the moment, so I also picked them up as well at Sainsbury's in Castle Point. But anyway, I'll have those later on, or maybe another time. But anyway, that there though, the sandwich crisps and one bottle of Diet Coke is what I've got for my lunch today. Right, I have made me and my mum some dinner tonight, so let's find out what I have done us both for dinner this evening, on this Thursday evening. For dinner tonight, I have done me and my mum a chili con carne with some egg fried rice, which was microwaved. Right, okay, I've got a little bit of an update to bring to you. So originally tomorrow I was going to be meeting up with Damon, but he's not feeling too good, bless him. So we've arranged to meet up on Monday next week, which I said to him actually would be great, because then it means that I kickstart my holiday from work on a really, really good note by meeting up with Damon. So I'm going to be meeting up with Damon on Monday next week, and also as well that'll give me the opportunity to give him his birthday presents as well that I've got him. And again, you guys will see that at the beginning of next week's weekly vlog. And also as well, I'll be meeting him twice next week. So I'll be seeing him on Monday, and then I'll be seeing him again on Wednesday, alongside Kim as well, because we're gonna do something to celebrate his birthday. So We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But anyway, I'm not gonna reveal, like I said earlier, I'm not gonna reveal what it is. Not yet. You guys can find out next week in the weekly vlog. I might even reveal it at the beginning of the weekly vlog, because why not? But anyway, so hopefully Damon does get well soon. I am looking forward to meeting up with him on Monday. However, though, that does mean now it kind of opens up my day for tomorrow. So I've decided that I'm going to go to the cinema to go and see 2 films back to back. First one being The Flash, which I was originally going to go and see today, but then ended up running out of time. So I'm going to go and watch that one first, and the second one I'm going to watch is a movie called Greatest Days, which is to do with Take That. So I don't know much about Greatest Days, but all I know is it's like a musical or something. So I'll give it a watch. I'll give you guys my thoughts on both of those films a little bit later on this week's weekly vlog. The other thing that I should also mention in this part of the weekly vlog is today is June 15th, 2023. I did mention this earlier in the weekly vlog, but this week marks exactly 1 year ago since I first started speaking to a really good friend of mine, and that happens to be Kim, who I met up with earlier this week, as you guys have seen already. Now, can I just say that this past year has just completely flown by. It really has. But I do actually want to say a massive thank you to Kim, because honestly, she is the most loveliest, kind, down-to-earth woman that I have ever met, to be honest. And she is very supportive as well, and I really do appreciate that so much. So honestly, this past year has been fantastic. We have made so many memories alongside our other friend Damon as well, and here's to the next year. Here's to the next year of the 3 of us making many more happy memories together, honestly. I really did enjoy meeting up with her on Tuesday this week, and I'm sure we will be meeting up together, me and her, in the future, as well as meeting up with Damon as well. So, but honestly, Kim, a massive thank you for this past year. We have had so many laughs over Messenger and even in person as well. I'm so glad that I can make her laugh, and it's the same with her. She does make me laugh every time I meet up with her as well. So yeah, so honestly, a massive thank you for being a big part of my life for the past year. It's been crazy, you know, to think that we have done so much in the space of a year, but it is memorable as well. It is very memorable what we have done. So yeah, here's to the next year. Here's to the next year of our friendship, and making many more memories. Honestly, I really can't wait for later this summer, because we have got plans. We've got plans, YouTube viewers. Me, Damon and Kim, we've got plans. I can't go into them because I want to keep it under wraps for the time being, but you know. And also as well, I just want to say that Kim is one of my very special best friends that I've got as well. Obviously the other 2 being Damon and Kieran as well. You know, and I am forever grateful to know that Kim is one of the 3 special best friends that I do have in my life as well. So yeah, to think that this time 1 year ago my life was gonna change forever, that I was about to become friends with 2 fantastic people, and this was just the beginning of it as well. It's just mad. It's just mad to think, but like I say, we have done so much together, and we're going to do so much more together as well, especially going towards the end of the year and stuff. Honestly, we're going to have so much stuff coming up. It's unreal. really is unreal. So again, massive thank you to Kim for the past year, honestly. And don't worry, okay, because very, very soon it'll be a year since me and Damon first started talking. And you know what? I'm probably going to be sat here in a few weeks' time, and I'll probably do a little bit of a speech about Damon as well, because honestly, I really do appreciate him as well. But yeah, anyway, I'll talk about my reflection of mine and Damon's 1 year of friendship in a few weeks' time when it gets to it. But that was just my little reflection of my year knowing Kim. It's been great. It's been fantastic and wonderful and amazing. So again, massive thank you to Kim. There we go. Yeah, anyway, it is Thursday evening, and I am just about to turn my iMac on, and I'm just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran over on Skype, because it's that time. The Simpsons. Do you like my new t-shirt? Well, I say it's new. It's my sister's boyfriend's t-shirt, which I think he was getting rid of. So my mum was like, do you want it? I was like, yeah, it does look good. So I'm now wearing it. So don't worry, it's been washed. It's been washed before I wore it. So there we go. But it is Friday afternoon though, and I've just got back from the cinema after watching the movie The Flash, which originally I was going to go and watch yesterday. But obviously by the time I got to the cinema yesterday, after having a chat with my old friend Kirsty, it would have been really, really late. So I delayed it until today, and I've gone to go and see the film today. And what can I say? I mean, firstly, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Okay? I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Because, and the reason why I'm only giving it a 4 out of 10 is because I did think that Michael Keaton's Batman was probably the only good thing to come out of this film. I mean, the CGI in that film was just very jarring. I don't know why, but half of the characters were talking like they were 2 to 5 year olds. Ezra Miller, I mean, Ezra Miller was just so annoying in that film. Like, their laugh, you know, honestly, I just couldn't stand Ezra Miller in the film. I'm sorry, I just couldn't. Yeah, the film wasn't great. The film wasn't great. The thing is not many people were sat in the screening to watch the film. But not only that, but also as well, there was people that were sat near me, and they were laughing at nearly every scene, and I'm just sat there like, what's so funny? I literally don't understand the humour. It's just, to me, it was just humourless. It's either that, or I don't know, maybe I've just lost my soul or something, and I just don't find anything funny anymore. I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, for me, this film was just not funny at all. Like, I didn't find any scene funny at all. Yeah. So, I'm gonna give this film a 4 out of 10, because the only good thing to come out of it was Michael Keaton's Batman, and that's pretty much it, really. I mean, let me know in the comment section down below if you have seen The Flash. Did you find the film funny? You know, did you genuinely laugh out loud at some of the scenes? Because I didn't. You know, let me know in the comment section down below. I mean, I didn't find it funny. I'm sorry. You know what, right? I can't wait to do my Letterboxd review on this film. You know what? I'm probably just going to give it a 2-star rating on Letterboxd. Oh my god. But But yeah, I mean, I was going to go and watch another film as well today, which was Greatest Days. It had something to do with the band Take That. I looked at the reviews of that on Letterboxd, and not going to lie, almost every review that I saw from people that had gone to see the film over the last day or so said it was a really bad film, and it was filled with a lot of fat phobia as well. So I thought to myself, do I want to go and see another bad film on top of another bad film, or should I just give Greatest Days a miss? Chances are is I'm probably going to give this one a miss, and you know what, I'll probably just wait until it comes out on streaming. So if it comes to streaming, I'll watch it at home, because if it is that bad, at least then I can turn it off. But I'll tell you one thing though, there is one good film to come out of today so far that I have seen. I am going to watch a couple more movies, I think, a little bit later on this afternoon. But the other film that I did see, which is out on Netflix right now, it came out today, it was called Extraction 2. It's got Chris Hemsworth and Idris Elba in it as well. And I must say that Extraction 2 was a whole lot better than the first Extraction movie, which I have seen once, but I went back last night and revisited it again before seeing the sequel. And I must say that the sequel was a lot better than the first one, to be honest with you. That 21-minute one shot take, that's it. Honestly, that was great. That was literally, that was some really good 20-minute action sequence. And it was all done in one take as well. And I'm like, damn, you know, that's good. That is good. I felt like towards the end it wasn't as great as what it was at the beginning of the film though. I think it kind of lacked towards the end. But what I will say though is from the beginning until halfway through the film, I thought it was fantastic. There was quite a bit of action sequences in it. There was a little bit of heart to the story as well. And it's not just, here's some guns, here's some explosions. Hey look, we're Netflix and we've got this big action movie under our belts. You know, this was actually quite a somewhat solid movie, and I think, to be honest, I would give this one a bit of a higher rating than I would The Flash. I'm going to give this one probably a 5.5 out of 10, okay, because, I mean, yeah, okay, at the end it wasn't so good to, compared to the beginning and halfway through the movie, but I'd probably say I'd kind of give it a split down the middle rating because of that 20-minute one-shot camera take and action sequence in that film. And yeah, I thought that was great. So Extraction 2 out now on Netflix, and if you want to see The Flash, genuinely, if you want to see The Flash, to see how bad it really is, it's out in cinemas and theatres globally. And again, let me know in the comment section down below if you've seen The Flash and what your thoughts were on it. Dinner tonight, I've got a fish fillet with some baked beans and mash. It is Friday night. I have got into my pyjamas and I'm just about to take my nighttime medication with a bottle of water and then head off to bed because I do have work early tomorrow. So last thing for me to do this evening is just close my curtains and say good night world and see you tomorrow. It is Saturday night and it is around about 9:15. I'm having a late dinner this evening, but I have just got dinner out of the oven. I've just come up here to grab my vlogging camera because I've not vlogged anything today, so I thought I'd vlog my dinner. And I've also come up to grab my tablet as well because in a few minutes time the ta-dum event is going to be kicking off on YouTube, which is basically Netflix, and they're basically going to be announcing some shows and movies and showing off a little bit of like teaser trailers and other little tidbits here and there for other upcoming shows and movies that are coming soon to their streaming service. So I'm going to be watching that very shortly. I should also note as well that today I did buy this as well, a Toblerone. Can I just say, right, this right here, I've not had it for years, right? And that I'm pretty certain the last time I had a Toblerone, it caused my teeth to break. I remember it so vividly. Literally, it was one Sunday night, I was at this club in Basingstoke. It was like a pub kind of bar club, and it was a Sunday night, and my mum was playing bingo. I was very, very little. I was like, what was I, about 8, maybe 9, and I had this, believe it or not, and I bit into it and it broke my tooth, and there was blood, like lots of blood everywhere, and I've never had one since until today. And basically the reason why I picked this up is because at the moment in Tesco these are usually £5, but this is very, very cheap at the moment, because on club card price you can get it for £2.50, which is half price, which I thought was a pretty decent deal, which is why I picked it up, and I'm probably going to eat it. So if in my next weekly vlog, if you see that I'm missing a few like teeth, even though I've just had some work done on them, then you know why, because once again a Toblerone has broken my tooth. Right, anyway, let's go downstairs and find out what I've got for dinner this evening on this Saturday night. For dinner tonight I have got a cheese pizza, which is by the Pizza Company, which I brought earlier today from work. It is Sunday the 18th of June 2023, and as you can see right now I'm currently in my work uniform because I have just got home from work, and this is it. This is pretty much me done for a week. I'm struggling to get my work jacket off. Oh, that's better. Literally, yeah, that's me done now for a week. I'm finished work until... when do I go back? I don't even know. Tuesday the 27th of June, I believe, is when I go back. Seems a while away, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to going back. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to having this week off, because it's been a while since I last took some time off work. So very well needed rest indeed. So yeah, so I've just got back from work, and I'm now just about to get out of my work uniform on this Sunday afternoon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Damon. Happy birthday to you. There we go. It's Damon's birthday, by the way, today, so I just thought I'd say a massive happy birthday to Damon in this week's weekly vlog. And I can confirm that I will be seeing him tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to meeting up with him and giving him his presents and spending the day with him tomorrow as well. I'm going to be spending 2 days next week with Damon, obviously on Monday and on Wednesday as well, alongside Kim on Wednesday. Not sure about tomorrow yet, but yeah, definitely on Wednesday. And I'm really excited for Wednesday, and I really can't wait to reveal to you guys in next week's weekly vlog what we got up to on Wednesday as well. So there we go. So a massive happy birthday to Damon. I really hope and pray that he has had a very lovely day today, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. It is Sunday evening, although it doesn't feel like Sunday evening, does it? Because it's still pretty light out there. But hey, it's summer, nearly, very nearly. Next week's the beginning of summer here in the UK. Whoop, whoop. I've just had a phone call for this Sunday night with my granddad. He's doing really well, so we had a good catch up for this Sunday evening. I've just been editing this vlog that you guys have been watching as well, so that is all done. I've done a silly Instagram story as well over on my Instagram story, because I just thought let's be random. So I was random. And now I'm just about to go downstairs and have some dinner. So let's find out what I have got for dinner this evening before I wrap up this week's weekly vlog. Let's go find out. For dinner tonight, I've got a chicken breast fillet with a bacon on top, and I've also got some baked beans and chips. And for dessert this evening, I have got a hot chocolate fudge cake with some custard on top as well. Oh, and I am absolutely stuffed after that dinner. Very lovely dinner tonight though, very, very delicious indeed. Right, anyway, I'm being told to wrap this up now because we're running out of time. So, before I do go, I'm going to have a video call with Kieran in just a few moments. This is what I'm drinking tonight. I've just been over at the shop, just bought myself an apple juice, and I also brought myself 2 bottles of Pepsi Max, one normal flavour, one cherry flavour, which I'm going to take with me when I see Damon tomorrow. Anyway, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the comment section if you feel free to leave a comment if you'd like to. And if you are new around here and not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, what the hell are you doing? Hit that subscribe button to become a Stevo, and keep an eye out because I've got some fantastic content on the way. Coming up next week, I'm going to be celebrating the fact that I've got a week off work. I'm going to be celebrating Damon's birthday with him and with my other friend Kim as well, and there's also going to be an appearance from Kieran as well, because yes, I am meeting up with Kieran as well next week. All that and a lot more on the way. So that's all from me. Goodbye, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next YouTube video.